key challenges in my mind is understanding the heterogeneity that exists in our cities and meeting those challenges. For example, there's a large informal sector in every urban area, and as conventional planners or civil engineers, we don't know how to plan mobility for this sector. So the challenge is, how do you meet the mobility needs of this informal sector who cannot pay for their own transport, who must be given safe mobility, who must be given a space in the city. So it is really integrating your urban process and urbanization with transport very closely. As far as I'm concerned, every little detail as an academic we ended up analyzing. We trained a whole lot of students in this process. So it's the process which was really important to me. It was a participatory process. We had a lot of involvement with the real users, citizens, especially citizens who are always left out in this mobility debate. People walking, using bicycles and using public transport systems. And a large number of students were involved. So they got to learn in the process how you can actually start understanding these complex needs. I think main challenge is that the existing science has really evolved around cars. And in this century now it is well accepted, there is a consensus on this, that we are designing cities for people, not for cars. We have to worry about mobility of people, not vehicular mobility. So the research challenge is now to move away from this car-centric paradigm and change all your transport principles and paradigms to people-centric. Why would people cross a road? Where will they cross the road? Whether they will use a bus stop which is 200 meters away or 500 meters away. These are the very, at one level may seem simple, but certainly complex issues that we need to understand. We definitely need people, technical people who are very sensitive to our socio-economic needs and socio-economic dynamics in the urban area. So we are not only looking for skilled engineers, the traditional civil engineers. Those civil engineers must be sensitive to how cities grow, what are the roles of different socio-economic groups in the city, and therefore what are their mobility needs. So that's one, and it is completely lacking today. Many times interdisciplinarity is difficult to define. How do you actually provide that skill? So I think major challenge is going to be that maybe instead of focusing a lot on coursework as such, focus more on joint studios or working very closely with municipalities or city governments where one can have a lot of dialogue with students. I guess at this level students have to understand that many of the problems that they are going to face as professionals later are complex problems. And those complexities you can only appreciate once you are actually in midst of a live environment.